my talk. IBC Media, I'll talk more about that. My name is Praveen Thakur, and Deepak mentioned, I look after the product operations, at IBC Media. I come with over 25 years of experience in the industry. I have worked across the geography. I have managed several large technology-based transformations. I am also a cloud expert from Amazon at professional level and associate levels. I am also a certified blockchain expert. I have worked into the analytics part of the tech, and I am a certified business analytics from IIT Delhi, in fact, a decade ago. And I'm also a finance guy. I've worked all along my life in finance, have acquired CFA level 1 certification, and I'm an alum of INSEAD, if you know, that's one of the world's premier B schools. What is IBC Media up to? IBC Media has a track record of close to 10 years or even more. And this company has been working in Web3 space with some very ambitious, I would say, path-changing ambition. Now, what I mean by that is IBC Media's prime vision is to take this technology to the community, which is not so exposed to this at this point in time. And when we are coming to Delhi next week, we have a special agenda included in this, which really talks about creating 1 million Web3 developer in the women space. That's very important, and we call it Women in New Point O. We will talk more about that. But the prime concept here is that blockchain has been a technology which has revolutionized several dimensions of our life. In different countries, cryptocurrencies are being viewed differently. India being one of those countries where it has, its own, understanding. But today, when we talk about blockchain, I am talking much more than cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is one of the applications of blockchain, where you are having the freedom of creating currency yourself, and that currency's value depends upon the acceptance of the ecosystem from where it has come, right? So we'll talk much more than that. But then the core concept of what I'm talking about here is, what are we trying to do here, and why is it so important? So blockchain as a technology is little on the complex side. It is a technology which has got several components included in this. Now, when I talk about several components, I will be having deep sessions on all of these technologies when we come to Delhi. And in fact, we will also have several industry speakers who will also be coming and speaking to you on several things in blockchain, which you cannot miss. But what really is important is, how do you help the students get onto this journey? Now, this journey is a complex one, as I was talking earlier. This journey is something where you definitely could take your first steps, but then this journey becomes much more easier when you are guided by somebody who knows the subject. And that's where IBC comes into picture. IBC stands for International Blockchain Congress, and we have had history of conducting some very, very important and life-changing programs in blockchain. We have touched the lives of, like Deepak mentioned, several thousands people across the 3 states right now. We have done 3 programs. The first program was this last year, and this year the first program was in Hyderabad. The second program, 8-day program, was in Visakhapatnam. The third, 8-day program was in Chennai at Anna University campus. And the fourth in the series is in Delhi, which is in the IIT Delhi campus. Now, the whole program that we are talking about, brings education, certification, hackathons. And when I say hackathon, it is not a conventional hackathon that happens in the industry where people who already know the subject these people are going and building there. And I think IBC Media, we feel that that's okay for people who know the subject, but how about expanding this horizon? How do you get more people into this space who do not know the subject yet, who do not have exposure to the subject yet? That is where we have got a different way to look at these hackathons. We call it alternate way of doing hackathons, which is called alt hack. Now we are, joining our hands with central government of India, Mighty, and this Digital India alt hack is going to be, changing the perception or deepening the subject matter knowledge expertise in all of you who are going to be participating in this, daily program starting next week. We have got several applications for this program, and I think we are talking to some of you who are going to be part of this program. I'm sure we are yet in the process of identifying the top 300 students from across the NCR region who will be participating in this game. So we will be coming back to you if you are selected in the program in next couple of days maximum. So please watch out for the email from IBC Media from the email ID that you have registered. And if you are selected, then I will be looking forward to meeting you in Delhi very soon. Now, the learning is one part, guys. I think that we cannot take it lightly. But what is also important is that how do you apply those learnings into some real product building? Now, we have the ecosystem that we have created, the stages that we are working on, the guidelines that we have created. These will push you towards building something in this, space. Now, in my opinion, that is very important. And some of those things that you will be going through in the next week, recursively, in my opinion. What we have done so far, I think we definitely need to look at some of these statistics, which is pretty impressive, in my opinion, from the industry standpoint. Like I was talking, we have done program, and I guess we have got a fantastic program in our belt into 2018, which was in fact the first program, the largest program in India on blockchain done by IBC. The first program we did in Hyderabad, then we went to Visakhapatnam, and then we had pretty successful Chennai edition of the program. And in all these programs, we were able to select shortlist 300 people who went through a life-changing experience in terms of acquiring knowledge. And you would, if you just go and look at the YouTube channel of IBC Media, you will get to know what I'm talking about. And you could go and look at our Discord server, join our Discord server, look at some of the media presence that we have, in terms of, and why are these guys excited? That's very important. This is not a program where we have, lot of, I would say that, fire flying program. This program is important, and people have experienced it because they understand what exactly they were completely unaware of before joining this program. We have got serious number in terms of registrations. We have, and we were forced to do some, selection in the process, and we were able to identify the top students who should be part of this. And then next, of course, we, like I said earlier, we are not only limiting you to education here in blockchain, but then we are also focusing on giving that mindset to you as to how do you look at problems around you? How do you come up with those business ideas which could be developed and built as a product, which could be $1 million or $1 billion even product in the Web3 space in coming days, right? That's very important. Like I said, and we also help you get into the teams working together. There are several aspects which are required for you as a student when you are getting into this professional world. And some of them are very, very relevant and more relevant when you talk about Web3 space as such. We will, like we said, plenty of blockchain expert sessions, which will clarify things which you may have just heard of the terms. or even may not have heard the terms as well, right? We will be helping you, streamline, evaluate your ideas. We will be certifying some of the top ideas, and we will be giving you extended help in terms of building on these ideas. So I think this is we call it education boot camp, where you are taught about things, you are made to think on a business problem, and then you are guided to build on that problem. Okay, let me show you a glimpse of what we have done in a short glimpse of the video.
Very happy to be participating in this edition of IBC's Art Fest, which focuses on close to 20,000 students developing new solutions, new ideas, new proposals, utilizing Web 3.0 and blockchain. I think it's very important for us to ensure that the youth of Telangana are aware of all the latest technologies. This is just one step towards it.
And after coming here, it's been an amazing journey. We had a lot of fun and discussions. We had introduction about what blockchain actually is and how the world is transforming Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. And that gave me some beautiful insights and some ground realities.
This program basically concentrates on training the students on blockchain technologies and Web3 technologies and initiating them to take over the business problems and moving into the startups. A lot of funding has been available for the startups into the blockchain technologies.
Blockchain hackathon was conducted 1 year ago. Web 3.0 technologies రెడీగా అగ్రీ అయ్యాము. మోర్ దెన్ 400 ప్లస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చారు. 60 స్టార్ట్అప్స్ కూడా దీనిలో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. వీళ్ళని ట్రైన్ చేయడం కాకుండా ఫర్దర్ గా వీళ్ళకి ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేయడం, ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ డ్రైవ్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది.
Today, I'm gonna walk you through what we have in store when it comes to tracks, on our website, and also what are the resources we can use to build on these tracks.
We have layer 1 chain, which is known as GAN protocol. But more than GAN, I am going to cover about the Polkadot ecosystem. So layer 0 blockchain, it's a heterogeneous multi-chain that connects different kinds of blockchains together, secures them, and allows them to interoperate. Well, after listening to all the sessions, I was glad and I was motivated to be a blockchain developer in Polkadot.
So I hope you would have got some glimpse of what we do. And believe me, I call this journey as, a binary experience, because I'll tell you why. I talked to several students there in the beginning on day one, having a very faint idea about blockchain. And when I talked to the same student on the last day, day 8, you can't imagine their depth in technology, they acquire in these 8 days. Now, the only limitation I always talk about is basically, unfortunately, we have got space constraints and we will not be able to accommodate all of you. But then we have got a solution to that problem also. Let me go to that. What's the value proposition Alltech is bringing on table? Of course, all the colleges, Spox, who have been a part of this amazing journey, in all the states we have conducted. I want to thank, Mighty. I want to thank CDEP, and I want to thank all the Spox and the leadership of the colleges with whom my team has been working, so that you provide the best possible opportunity which is being prevalent in the current time in terms of tech. Blockchain is one of them, and I also understand that this technology is having complexity, but the point is that if you put skills, if you acquire that skills, this in this area, your employability becomes much higher. As a college, your brand becomes much more, I would say, known in terms of the Web3 centers, I will call it, right? Community building becomes much easier for you. The education bootcamp that we are trying to talk about here, which is starting next week, in next few days, that's going to be the online version of the program. I will talk offline version of the program. I'll talk in a bit about the online version. Now, that is something which is very, very, I would say, interesting, and especially for those people who will not be able to be a part of this program due to the space limitations. I will strongly recommend that you be a part of that. I will also be talking about an alternate mechanism of conducting hackathons as Alltech in little more detail. And of course, all these things are culminating into internship, grants, jobs, and if you are thinking of starting up in your own venture, then investment. Now, when you are there, you will be hearing a lot from many recruiters, many Web3 companies who want to hire interns, who have opportunities there in their company. Right? At the end of the day, those opportunities are becoming open for you only if you have those required skills. If you don't have those required skills, those opportunities do not exist for you. So that is where it becomes ultra important for you to be learning about this technology. And we are here to show you the path. In fact, I'll tell you, I have spent my whole life in technology for the last 25 years. And one thing that I have always experienced, and I have seen those transitions. I started with mainframes, then it went to the PC era, then it went to the cloud era, and all those machine learning you talk about, I have seen those transitions in front of me. And one thing that I have realized, that whether you are a student or you are a professional, at every stage, the effort, the initiative has to come from you. If the initiative does not come from you, others could provide you helping hand, but that's of no use unless you take effort, take initiative from your side. So that is very, very important for all of you to consider. And like I said earlier, all the college administration, the Spox, your professors, all those people are going to be providing you that guidance. But at the end of the day, it is you students who are responsible for upskilling yourself. Okay. So let's talk about the overview of on-ground and online, what we do. Like I said earlier, the on-ground bootcamp that's happening in IIT Delhi next week, this is basically an internship-driven program full of key and complex blockchain sessions from IBC media in-house experts as well as industry experts. You will be trained to think of business problems in such a way that you start working around those things. Okay. And I think you must appreciate the fact that one of the most important problems for a business to start and come up is basically to think of a business idea, right? Sometimes you get, an idea which becomes, I would say, a working $1 billion idea. Sometimes it does not. but that's an iterative process. You cannot think of Ola, you cannot think of Zomato or Swiggy just like that. It's a process. You have to be able to appreciate the problems which are there around you. And then with the help of the technology and the mentorship that you have, you should be able to filter them out and convert them into a product which is really useful. And in the whole process, Web3 makes it much, much easier for you to do that with respect to the technology and with respect to the trends, right? Now, all these things are going to be happening, and we will be curating the ideas. We will be helping you, think in the most optimal mechanism, to come up with the idea, right? And then we will be taking you through that process. At the same time, once you have done this 8 program, we believe and we are confident that you have got fundamentals, the framework of this technology in your bag. Now, what do you do with that? Unless you really take it forward, unless you get into the building process, this knowledge will just fade away in next few weeks. I'm not talking about months, by the way. So what happens? There is an online CEP, which is called Continuous Education Program from IBC, which starts, just a couple of weeks after this. And, you will be working towards your internship in companies. You will be working towards, building on the idea that you came up with during the Alltech on ground. And then you will be guided with the building process, all along. So that program depends. That's not a time limited, but we expect that you should be able to do something in next 60 days from the start of the CEP. Now, all those things, what we're talking about here, this is coming free of cost to you. Now, what we only want from you is basically a commitment towards your learning. That's very important. If you do not have that commitment, then I don't think you will be really doing a lot. I think you should be, then you should be definitely not participating in this, because if you come here and don't pay your attention, then you are taking the spot of somebody who is really interested in doing this. So I sincerely urge that you need to be able to focus, give your concentration, whatever is required to complete the program. So now I talked about the program agenda, in which we have got, on the left side, we have got the on ground, where we cover the functional ecosystem architecture. Now, Polkadot being our headline sponsor, we cover a lot on Polkadot in terms of how do they work, what is parachain, what's relay chain, how do different blockchains come together, what problem they are solving in the world of interoperability in blockchain. There are several things that we talk about. We will also be talking about ideation on the product, and we will be helping you to curate, coming up with your business idea solutioning deck, and then you will be presenting it in front of a selected jury, right? Now, everybody will not be able to present there, but then yes, there will be a presentation given by you if you are selected in the top team to be running for the top 3 out of the whole 300 people who are present in the on ground. The second is the online program, which comes in 3 modules, where orientation, technical, and building. Orientation will orient you. If somebody is not a part of the on-ground event, then, and you are coming there in the CP first time, you still can do that, and we will be covering the orientation, the fundamentals of the technology once again. And then we will be getting into technology, where we will be covering the core technical parts of the blockchain. Okay, and then we will be working with you in building on your product. Now, that is something which is very, very critical here. This is something which is not there on ground, where you will be working with us in building your product. That's very important, guys. Why should you join? Now, let's talk about, of course, these numbers vary. So I will not stand whether this number is for today or yesterday. But the point that I'm trying to come up with from this slide is basically blockchain engineers are in high demand, subject to you having that skill set. If you do not have that skill set, you are not looking at, or you are not looking at exploiting those opportunities with you. Now, Web3 is a global opportunity, where most of these companies allow you to work from home. And of course, the growth that you get there, that depends on your knowledge, your skill set, and of course, your hard work. But all of that, before you talk about, you need to first have the fundamentals in place with respect to blockchain. That's what we are trying to talk here. Now, if you just talk about in plain, simple language, Web3 is, decentralized world in which there is no central entity. And now this opens up several possibilities of doing our business differently. Now, if you look at Web 1.0, where we talk about from 1990 to 2004, approximately that time zone, in which people were just reading the data on the website, nothing else. People who were present in the internet, they were just going and putting their, putting their content for people to consume. And that itself was appearing like a miracle. But imagine the second, wave of internet, when you were able to contribute to that content, and that's where you saw several of the current age, big bluster companies, they are here, right? But then in the Web 2.0, while it was a fantastic progression from Web 1.1, but the limitation was the ownership. The limitation was the benefits that the consumers are entitled for, they are not getting. Now that's where Web 3.0 started taking shape with the paper from Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008, where he said that, okay, you don't need these central systems. And from one paper, guys, I'll tell you, from that paper that came that day, it has started a new world altogether. And we will be talking about all these things in much more detail when we meet in Delhi. But of course, for colleges, like I said earlier, that it is a fantastic opportunity for all of you to get your students upskilled in blockchain and Web3. Now, definitely, this is going to be a key differentiator for you as an institution. And we do recognize that, your valuable contributions, guidance to students, and willingness to work with IBC Media, we do recognize and appreciate that. And like I said earlier, we definitely we believe in the parent principal model. And we think that together with Spox and IBC Media, we could definitely go and change the future of our students, the future of our college, and the future of our country, which is already doing a great job in terms of, in terms of the visibility on the global map in Web3 space. And finally, like I said earlier, IBC Media is working with several recruiters and Web3 companies, which you will see and hear all those announcements in IIT Delhi next week, where they will be talking about what do they need to hire, what are they looking for, what skills are they looking for, do you really have those skills, etc. and etc. So I think this is going to be a game changer from the college perspective. And if you look at from the student perspective, again, like I said earlier, you have got a fantastic learning opportunity, skill development. You will be able to meet with some of the key people in the industry. We will be helping you to define your team building and working in collaboration skill sets. Very, very important. You will be exposed to several of the industry leaders, because this program in Delhi is going to be showcased, or this will be present, this will be having the presence of several key leaders from the industry. If you have something to showcase in Web3, your ideas, most welcome. Let's talk about them. And, IBC Media and the whole team has been working on several resources, tools for you to kind of get access to, which you can leverage even after the program. And finally, if you have got some entrepreneurial bug where you want to start something of your own, welcome to the show. This is the place where you need to be. About the program, like I always say that we are not charging you. Believe me, the same program, and I can tell you, I have looked at the programs from several companies. IBC Media's content is much, much better. We are engaging with you. We help you build. We interact with you. And all of these we are giving you at zero cost. Why? Because, of course, we definitely are in the journey of creating this community. And community does not stand without you. So it is you who matter here. and you need to be actively participating in. And how do you build the skill? You cannot build the skill just by coming in one alt hack or one CEP. You'll have to repeat this. In fact, I have seen many students who have come in various or in fact subsequent CEPs with IBC Media, so that they are honing their skills again and again. So if you just participate in this, you will understand what exactly you are exposed to, what you are going through. Okay, so what exactly is this program? I have already covered many of these things: education and certification. We are creating you, we are making you the industry ready developers. Very, very important. And finally, if your idea is, in fact, in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, what happened that we were doing this program, and after that we were working with a body from Tamil Nadu state government, which is called Nan Mudalvan. And many of the people who were our stars in our program, which we identified, they were subsequently recognized by Tamil Nadu government themselves. So you look at the quality of your skill upgradation that happens in just 8 days. I'm not talking about a longer duration. I'm just talking about these 8 days. So this is going to be path-breaking experience for you. What are we going to cover in this? Of course, some orientation sessions, some women panel discussion I was talking about earlier. We call it WIN, Women in 2.0. Now, women have been playing a very, very important role in our life, professional life, personal life, and in the society at large. Now, we also appreciate and do recognize the importance and the contribution women have, in Web3 industry. We wanted to have a focused discussion on that, and you will definitely enjoy that discussion, because those women leaders are coming from all across the globe with several perspectives. And we are in talks with the government. You will be expecting, you will be seeing some top-notch government leaders. You'll be seeing some top-notch industry leaders coming and sharing with you all of their perspectives, with respect to the industry, with respect to how exactly India is moving towards it, right? And then day 2 focuses on the core technology, where we'll be discussing about some of the fundamentals of technology, the framework of the blockchain technology. We will be talking about consensus mechanism. There are several things there, so I'll not go into detail right now. Let's talk when we meet. And finally, we will be spending time on Polkadot. Polkadot is IBC Media's, headline sponsor, and you will be seeing a lot, getting to know one of the best blockchains right now in this world. You will be getting to know a lot more about them. We will have sessions dedicated on them, and we will be also giving you a hands-on experience in building something. Now, this is something which is very unique to IBC Media, where we help you, we handhold you, and we help you build something in 2 days. Now, that's something which is beautiful. I'm 100% sure you will love that. You will enjoy that experience. Finally, ideation days are pretty important, in which we give you all the seeds of becoming an entrepreneur, thinking of business, thinking of all the aspects which make your business successful on these 3 days. And finally, we will be we will be having you present your idea in front of a jury, and we will be finalizing the top 3 teams who will be recognized in front of all the dignitaries and the community. So, pretty action-packed day, these 8 days, and I'm sure you will be getting varying perspectives, of technology, the business, the industry, the product building, and finally, about Polkadot. So hang in there. And if you get an opportunity, if you get an email from IBC Media, don't miss on them. I talked about continuous learning because we believe that these 8 days are fantastic start, but they cannot stop there. You cannot stop there. You have to continue from there. That's where we have, started coming up with, CPs, and those CPs are proving to be extremely helpful in terms of, continuing your journey in this space. There are some governance things that we will be talking about, and these are primarily, pointing to our SPOCs and the college leadership. We will be collecting a lot of data. We will be reporting to you if we think that there is some quality participation challenge there. We will be helping you, requesting you to help us with the intervention there. We will be doing retrospection here as to how did we do, And finally, we will be identifying the top performers, and we will be giving certification to all those who complete the attendance, who participated in all the quizzes that happen there, and of course all the mandatory requirements. And then of course you will be eligible for a certificate of participation from IBC Media, which is in itself a huge deal, along with all the knowledge that you acquire in all these 8 days, right? Some grassroots level here, that we have got relationship managers, we have got college leadership, we have got students, and we have created a feedback mechanism in which we ensure that whatever program we are doing is effective, because a lot of work goes in the back end, and we need to ensure, and we definitely take that responsibility of ensuring that these programs are effective. And we want to thank all of our partners and all of you college leadership in helping us do this. Finally, of course, there are different roles and responsibilities for colleges and SPOCs, like outreach. We have different stages: outreach, training, building and submitting, submissions and reporting. And of course, the relationship manager and college SPOCs, they play an important role in all these stages, such as while we are outreaching to students, the college and SPOCs, they both play an important role in taking this, I would say, boom technology to students. In training, of course, we will be doing a lot of stuff in terms of training them and monitoring their performance. And if you need intervention, we will be coming back to you. We will also be requesting you at some point in time that if you can, if you are, many people are joining from the college, can they be, and can they be assembled together maybe during the CP time, where you come together and participate in the program, right? And of course, we need your help in monitoring and during the building phase, submitting phase, and all the subsequent product building stages. Of course, there are a few terms and engagements. Like I said, there's a free Web3 scaling program, free internship certificate. And why I'm calling free? Because these things are very, very expensive when you go in the industry and do that. Okay, we provide you mentoring. We will expect you to take care of your logistics, transportation, accommodation, etc. We try to provide lunch during these 8 days of the program. Of course, you need to have laptop, and we need you to actively participate. Without that, nothing works. Finally, quiz participation is mandatory. All the days we are teaching you, what we are giving you sessions, we will be having a quiz. You need to participate. You need to focus in the sessions so that you participate and you perform well in the quiz. Finally, of course, participation certificate is all yours if you satisfy the criteria. Best ideas, we identify the best ideas. We also identify the most interactive student. Of course, we do value the contributions which comes from all the college leadership, professors, directors, principals. We definitely thank you for being with us in shaping the future of all our students. And some of the merch that we have, you can just see that we have IBC Army, where you kind of help us build the community, and you get invaluable experience as the industry and community leader. Believe me, these things are these are the only things which matter in crypto or blockchain industry, other than the knowledge what you acquire here in this process. I think 2080 program was fantastic. We had 11 countries, 200 plus attendees from government, 80 plus speakers, media coverage attendees, and so many sponsors and international delegates. I'll just take, this is a very short video, 3 minutes. I would want you to see this video so that you will get a perspective of what IBC Media did in 2018.
Sleepless nights trying to make today happen for you guys. So are we excited?
And that's what makes things like hackathons interesting. For anyone who says it's just an event, this is the story that you should now be telling. That this fosters imagination and dreaming. The power of dreaming is what allows people out there like you to take us to the next level. Blockchain is going to be such a revolution and such a big impact globally. You know, that you guys show pace and then really coding and new things. It can transform your life. Some of you guys, I see 5 years, 6 years, 10 years from now, 2 years from now, you'll come up to me and say, remember I was sitting in that room? That's my company doing 100 million. That's my company doing 500 million. That's my company that's doing some great things in India. It's just so amazing. I would strongly encourage all of you to continue this conversation with your teams and other teams. It's not about the 2 days that you are going to have, but ensure that the fire continues for weeks and months. It needs to be you guys, it needs to be people like Idea Lab that bring it together, and there is no reason why we can't target blockchain from here. Thank all the industry leaders, Rajesh, Joy, and everybody here. School states, 40 plus mentors for organizing this. I think you've done a fantastic job in getting them. Due to this, the public perception on crime is decreasing. Our solution is to bring the whole microphone process onto the blockchain, fully transparent. And international trade practices require a lot of duplicate paperwork, like multiple copies are required to verify authenticity. So I really like the idea of having this account that you're creating for the payments. Can the customs department get a heads up? Can you do the customs clearance for an advance using this? We want to unlock India's potential to be for sparing a sound financial system doesn't exist.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are team Satyamev Jayate, IBC 49, and we are from BBIT.
Also, statistics say that 73% of cases in our country right now are unsolved. And among which 36% of cases are just because of evidence tampering.
I've been here at the IBC hackathon and I love IBC hack. The IBC hack, the ideas that we saw are pretty interesting, and you will see the interface of academia and industry would start to do wonders in future. So, we have to one of the finest hackathon I've seen. It's very incredible to see you people taking new technologies like the fish to water. That's really music to ears. I say that it was very difficult for the jury to walk out to 3 prizes.
Okay, so thank you for watching this. Some of the media coverage we have covered in the last few sessions, and that's pretty much from my side. So just to summarize, I think it's fantastic to speak to all of you and give you some perspective about this program. This program is going to be one such program which opens all the possibilities for you in terms of technology. And I want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank Government of India, Mighty, CDEP, and I want to thank all of you sponsors, who are, making this possible. And at last, not the least, I want to thank you, all the college spokes and leadership, who is working with us hand in hand in taking this program to all of our students to make their future better. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Deepak, that's pretty much from my side.
Thank you so much, sir, for the agenda setting and then giving us a deep insight into what exactly and how exactly we are going to do. And for all the students who have never heard the term Web3, I mean, it would be hard to avoid the term blockchain because it's everywhere nowadays. But even if you did not and you are interested in this space, then I think IBC Alltech is the spot where you should be if you really want to change and transform your career if you are focusing in the tech industry. Guys, we are open for questions. We are our Q&A and chat is open. If you have any doubts, any queries you would want us to address, then please just put in the chat, put it in the chat box or in the Q&A section, and we'll address it for you. We'll keep the floor open for another couple of minutes, so please feel free to put your questions. So Vishal Kumar Singh has written that I have a question. Vishal, can you just type in your question? What exactly you would want to ask us? When will we get okay, we have a question, another question which says when will we get invitation email? Praveen sir, you want to take that?
Yes, Deepak. So like I was saying, we are right now in the process of shortlisting the top 300 based on the profile and based on the quiz. I think we should be having the invitation sent to you before Friday end of the day.
Thank you, sir. What are prerequisites? We have a question from Kartavya. Kartavya, when you say prerequisites, it's for the program or what exactly? Okay, so we have a question, how can we apply and what eligibility to apply in it? What is the process? Another question is, what is the process to join your seminar in IIT Delhi? So we have similar questions coming in. So we have to attend the program and complete the quizzes in between to get the certificate.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a couple of questions as to how to apply and how to be eligible. If you want to address that.
Yes, absolutely. So Deepak, what you do, please share the IIT Delhi hackathon page, alltag.ibc. Yeah. And guys, you have to first register yourself. And then there is a quiz link that you will find once you get inside the, once you log in. And you have to take the quiz. We will look at your score. And what we are doing, Apurva, we understand that. So what we are doing here, we definitely are already doing that process. So the names are, I'm not sure, I will have to talk to the team, but then the emails, everybody who is selected, email should be coming by Friday.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
So guys, I'm just putting in the chat box the link to participate in the alt hack. Please go to the link and start registering, and then please attend the quiz to make sure that you get shortlisted for this program. Okay, we have another question. Already submit a quiz when we get results. Yeah, Vishal, so we have already addressed that. You'll be getting by Friday. How can digital technologies be leveraged to enhance citizen participation and engagement in governance processes? This question is, sir, from Usha Batra. If you want to take that.
Absolutely. See, blockchain and all these digital technologies, they have an important role to play, in all walks of life. Now, government processes also, are thinking of leveraging. For example, one such, thing is that digital currency. If you have heard about the CBDC, for example, central bank digital currencies. Now, this could be one of the implementations of blockchain. Now, there are several other digital technologies which are also of great importance to make the government processes more efficient, government processes more transparent, government, processes, strengthened. So I think there are several ways in which all these technologies could be used, Usha. I think very good question. And I think you will see these transformations happening in fact, this transformation has already started happening in several countries in India as well. I think fantastic point of view. Yeah, Deepak.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So another question is, what are the skills that are required to perform well in the program, and which language is used in developing blockchain technology?
Okay, so the first question, what are the skills required? Two skills. Three skills. Attention to details when you come there. That is skill number one. Skill number two is attention to details again. And skill number three is attention to details again. We will be doing it for you. We don't, like I said earlier, this is a binary program. So we don't want you to know many things before you come there. If you know, it is good. If you don't know, don't worry. We'll cover it, but we want you to focus in the program. That's pretty much. Second question is that which language is used. Now, there are different blockchains which use different technologies, the anonymous attendee. And, you will see that there are primarily two types of languages. One is the Ethereum-based EVM chains, which is Solidity and other languages. Second is Rust-based. So Rust is the fundamental language upon which several, languages are created by these blockchain companies. So there are several blockchain languages. We will talk about them when we meet there.
Yep.
Next,
we have another. Yes, sir. We have another question from Kush Chawla. You think NFT ecosystem is the major part for more blockchain usage, like Solana have many dApps based on NFTs?
So I think it's not only Solana, Kush. I think it is applicable to all the blockchains. You have NFT-based systems. NFTs are going to be used. In fact, we will have a very, very deep session on NFTs in Delhi. And this session will be basically covered by somebody who is working in NFT right now. And all major blockchains, they have a lot of things happening in NFT, and NFTs are having a lot of real business use case applications, right? So it's one of the things that you should definitely watch for.
Yep. Thank you, sir. So we have an interesting question from Pratik. Pratik Jha, hi, for interconnectivity of, say, metro to bus system, how blockchain helps? I have zero computer science knowledge. Will this program be good for the same?
100%. You come over there. If you are selected, please wait for the email. If you are selected, please come there. I always say that branch does not matter. In fact, I have studied engineering, of course, some time back, but then my specialization was mechanical production engineering. I don't know, but I have throughout my life, I have worked in computers. I started with mainframe computing, and from there, I have worked in everything that you can think of. So the point is that branch does not matter. What matters is, are you willing to put in that extra effort?
Yeah. So guys, Praveen sir is a living example that, it doesn't really matter what you have done until now. And what matters is what you want to do with the knowledge that you have and the new knowledge that you want to gain. And I think Praveen sir is even has started developing, and he codes every day for a couple of hours and spends a lot of time in this ecosystem. So, I mean, you couldn't have a better example than him sitting here from a mechanical background to coming and not just learning, but now coming to teach students this blockchain space. A lot of times we have in a lot of programs, and especially the continuous education program sessions, there are some really insightful conversations that we have with experts from our sponsors, be it Polkadot or Chingari or Unique Network, and there's a really amazing conversation happening with these people, and it's really fun. So the entire ecosystem is fun. So just come and participate if you are given the opportunity to come and participate physically. If not, then follow us up and join us in continuous education program. We take the entire module online, so you directly or indirectly you'll 100% benefit from it, because in the next couple of years, especially in I would say next half a decade, a lot of the industry, be it AI, ML or cloud computing, or most of it would be requiring blockchain form the safety standard point, especially in cybersecurity, I would say. So blockchain is going to be quintessential. So it's good for your knowledge also and good for your career also. So yeah, just make sure that you come and learn as much as possible. All right, let me see. We have Riyansh Prakash saying if we are not selected, is the event how we can go for online event? So basically the question is if we are not selected, what next? Praveen sir.
No, so absolutely. So, as I said earlier, the CP will happen approximately 2 weeks after the this event. So be on a lookout. In fact, follow us on Discord, follow us on our Twitter, and you will get to know when is the next CP starting. And we will welcome you there. I definitely see we would have loved to have more people on the ground, but Riyansh, if you have to understand the practicality because we can't have. So our programs are, people in thousands they want to come to the program. Believe me. Now the point is that how do we accommodate? This becomes a logistically nightmare. So we have to limit ourselves to 300 people, and 300 people itself, becomes too much because in Chennai we had selected 300 people for the program, and on one particular day I found that there are around 400 people who are hitting the ground. Oh, that becomes too challenging in terms of logistics. So, but you will definitely be equally benefited if you come and do the online program, of course. And whatever videos, whatever things we are doing on ground here, we will also try to make these videos be available in our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on them also. So just follow us on the social media channels, and you will get to know when is the CP happening. Please do be a part of that.
Thank you, sir. We have a question from Usha Batra. I am pursuing visiting postdoctoral from UTS and working on a project on transparent supply chain in agriculture utilizing blockchain. Praveen sir, this is right up your domain. Can you please suggest where can I apply for funding other than DST? Okay, so funding is a different matter. I mean, we are here for a different reason, but I think we can have Praveen sir, you would want to
Sorry,
share some insight on the.
can you please repeat the question for me?
Yeah, so I am pursuing visiting postdoctoral from UTS and working on a project on transparent supply chain in agriculture utilizing blockchain. Can you please suggest where can I apply for funding other than DST?
So I think there are many ways, a lot of things. Once you come into this program, you will be, given a lot of ideas about getting the funding. There are a lot of blockchain companies fund you. IBC Media also has got some funding. If your idea gets selected by IBC Media, you could expect some great funding opportunities from IBC also. So the point is that if you are selected for the program, we will see you there, and of course we can talk more. But then, these fundings will come to you, but then you will definitely have to continue traversing this journey, and funding is there. I don't think, Usha, that's the problem. The point is that how how serious you are about the program.
Yep. And like, for example, if you're already building in blockchain and you're creating a project, then we have our sponsors, primarily Polkadot. So if you can take your project on Polkadot and, if you are able to compel them with your project, then obviously they are giving thousands of dollars to start off. And, and then maybe if you are able to pull off something wonderful and something that is really useful to the world and is really solving a very, critical problem, then I think a lot of people who will be at the event and also would be joining us virtually would be interested in your idea. So yeah, please come forward and we can discuss it. Okay, my next query is thanks a lot from Usha. What is the location of the offline sessions from Riddhi Pal? So Riddhi, the location is IIT Delhi, and yeah, that's where we expect you to be. And let me see if there are any other questions. I think that's about it. So guys, if you have more questions, feel free to drop us a chat in our Discord server. Let me just share the link with you guys. You can I've just shared the Discord link. You can go and drop us a query on our Discord server. You can create a ticket if you have a doubt or whatever your query may be regarding this program. So yeah, please come forward and ask us any question that you would want. From this orientation side of things, I think these are all the questions that we have covered, and I am not seeing any more pending questions. So I think that's a great. Okay, so Vishal has one question. If any notification comes, then how to go if a group is created or not? So I think Vishal, you're saying if the notification comes, then how to go? I think if you're located in Delhi, then you can just come to the IIT campus, the Housecast campus, and the Housecast Vala entry. And if not, then I mean, it's totally up to you. As far as the group, I think when you say group, I think you're referring to a team. A team is created during the event among the shortlisted people. So the team will be created there. You can't, a group, I mean, you can come as an individual, not as a group, unless your group is also shortlisted for the program. So yeah, just go and register on the platform link that I shared and complete the quiz, and let's see and hope that you get the good score. When show my quiz score from Tushar. So Tushar will be sharing the scores by Friday, and we'll let you know if you're shortlisted. You'll be getting an email from us. How to get entry pass? Can I get the recording? There is so yeah, your name and your details will be given, and you will have, and our people will also be there to welcome you at the gate if you are shortlisted. So it's all going to be tracked. So I don't think that should be a problem and something to worry about. Just go and complete the registration and submit your quiz, and I think you'll be good to go if you get shortlisted. All right, so guys, I think that would be it. Thank you for all the patience. Thank you, Praveen sir, for taking out the time once again. And it's always wonderful to get a deep insight into your head and get to learn so much from you. And I'm sure students had a lot to take away from this session. And guys, this is just the start. This is just the beginning. It's just not even the first layer of what and the level of depth that we cover at our on-ground Hackfest and also in the CEP sessions. So just make sure that you utilize this opportunity. It's extremely important. It's totally free. And you're losing nothing. It's just what we expect from you is your time, your dedication, and your commitment to come actually and do something good with yourselves, because that is how we are building our brand. We are building our brand on your back, on your hard work, and where we are actually ready to put an equal amount of hard work, if not more, to make sure that you come out and do something wonderful in the space. And that's how we actually hope that all of you who work with us and participate in this program become successful and just create something wonderful and change this world. Once again, thank you all for joining in. Praveen sir, once again, thank you. If there are any closing comments that you would like to share, we would love to listen.
No, the only thing is that I think this is an exciting program, and if you have not taken the quiz, if you have not registered, please do that and take the quiz immediately, because right now selection process is going on in the backend. So we will need to have your quiz score. We will need to have your registration. Then only we will be able to consider you for the for the program. And if you are getting the email confirmation from our team, congratulations and welcome to the team.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Praveen sir. So guys, that would be all. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you all very soon, and you'll get to meet Praveen sir on the event day at IIT Delhi. Thank you all for joining in. It was great to have you all. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and take care of your health. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the program.
Thank you, sir.